The old farmhouse stood in eerie isolation, surrounded by dense woods that whispered secrets with every breeze. No one in the small town dared to go near the property, known simply as the Conjuring House. Stories of possessions, poltergeists, and shadowy figures had circulated for decades, but they were dismissed by skeptics as folklore. Ellie, a journalist eager to make her mark, decided to investigate the infamous house. Armed with a flashlight, a notebook, and a recording device, she entered the property at dusk, determined to uncover the truth. The house was a relic of another era, its wooden floors creaking with every step. Dust hung heavy in the air, and the faint smell of decay lingered. Ellie began her exploration, her flashlight casting long, flickering shadows on the peeling wallpaper. In the living room, she found a dusty piano with keys that looked untouched for years. On impulse, she pressed one. A low, haunting note echoed through the house, sending a chill down her spine. "Hello?" she called out, her voice trembling. The silence was deafening, but just as she turned to leave the room, she heard a soft whisper. It wasn't clear, but it was unmistakable. Someone, or something, was with her. Ellie switched on her recorder. "If there's anyone here, I mean no harm. Can you tell me your name?" For a moment, nothing happened. Then the temperature dropped drastically, and Ellie's breath became visible in the dim light. Her flashlight flickered, and a shadow darted across the room. "Who are you?" Ellie demanded, fear gripping her voice. A guttural laugh filled the air, sending her into a panic. She stumbled backward, dropping her flashlight, which rolled to a stop, illuminating a figure standing in the doorway. The entity was tall, cloaked in darkness, with hollow eyes that seemed to pierce Ellie's soul. It didn't move, but its presence was suffocating. Ellie felt a weight pressing on her chest as the figure raised a skeletal hand pointing directly at her. Desperately, she grabbed the flashlight and bolted up the stairs, her footsteps echoing through the empty halls. She reached a bedroom and slammed the door shut, her heart pounding. Inside the room, she noticed an old, tattered journal on the bedside table. Flipping through its pages, she found entries detailing rituals, invocations, and warnings. The last entry read, "To summon the unknown is to invite it forever. Beware the spirit that cannot be banished." Suddenly, the door creaked open, though she had locked it. The figure loomed in the doorway, its hollow eyes now glowing faintly. "Why are you here?" it hissed, its voice echoing unnaturally. "I just wanted to understand," Ellie whispered, tears streaming down her face. "You've seen too much," the entity growled. The room erupted in chaos. Objects flew off shelves and the walls seemed to close in. Ellie screamed as darkness engulfed her. When she woke, she was outside the house, clutching the journal. Her car was parked nearby, but the house looked undisturbed, as if no one had entered in years. Ellie drove away, vowing never to return. She wrote her article, but she omitted the journal and the entity's warning. Some truths, she realized, were too dangerous to share. The Conjuring House kept its secrets, and Ellie would carry its horrors forever.